Hey guys, I'm back out here at my truck today. Don't have any loads today, so I thought I'd get some maintenance done. Thank you guys for viewing this video. I hope you enjoy it. And as always, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like. I'd like to see some more comments too if I could start getting some of them. I love to read them. So please comment as well. So let me show you what we got going on today. Last time I was out, broke my switch to my Jake brakes. Now, I've broken a couple of these switches now, so my solution, these are plastic, the ends of them. These are just a simple on and off switch. So, I bought some I just bought some old school metal ones. So, hopefully they'll hold up better. These plastic ones aren't holding up with the extensions that I put on. So, I think that's my problem. And also these have a nice click to them, so I think I'm really going to like them. So let me get you guys set up so you guys can watch me get this accomplished. Alright, let's get started on this. Unfortunately, I don't have my screwdriver style Torx wrench handy, so I got this little flip out tool. Oh, this might be a pain with these. Hopefully I can get enough clearance that I'm going to be able to sneak this in without having to take a whole lot apart. I really don't want to have to pull the radio out and all this crap to do this. You know, it might be easier. I'm going to pull this top panel off instead. I'll be able to get to it that way. I think it'll be easier. So I just got my CD up here with some high strength Velcro. And alright, getting closer guys. There's always more screws than you think. There we go. Got that piece off. Now, let's look up in here. These are the two switches that I want to pull off and replace with the metal. Got a little bit different connector than I was thinking that they were going to have, but we'll deal with it. Trying to get this pin to release. Let's see what's on this end of it. Alright, I'm going to pause you guys for a bit and go grab a tool or two. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put different ends on these. Okay, so I made a mistake. I should have took out that screw before I put this switch in. So I believe this is the power coming to the switch. So I'm going to put this on the bottom side. And then here's the other wire. I need to cut that and crimp one on. My heat shrink isn't working really. I don't know why. It's supposed to be heat shrink, but they're not heat shrinking. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna start the truck. And it's cold, so it's gonna be a cold start. And it's not good to really use Jake's when it's cold, but I'm not gonna give it any gas. So the Jakes work. Let me make sure this one works. Yeah. Okay, so the Jakes are working. So I got that wired right. So let me get this one. By the way, guys, if you guys are looking for wire crimpers, this is like my favorite style. As you can see, it's just like simple pair of pliers. I have a snap-on pair of these, and I bought these cheap ones to leave in the truck. But yeah, they are by far my favorite crimps. They crimp better than any other ones I've ever owned. Okay. Oh, that crimp didn't work very good, did it? I was a little worried about that one. Let's see if I can fix that. Better to happen now than going down the road and having that happen. There we go. Got it that time. go. There's that one. One more. And then put it back together. Sorry about the shaking there, guys. Come on off. Okay, where'd that switch go? There we go. I'm going to tape these together right here. How about this cloth tape? Doesn't seem to make as big of a mess as standard electrical tape. If you gotta get in there later, that is. Alright, now pull off these face plates. Okay, got that one started. Now where'd the other one go? Okay, tighten them up. Okay, that one's good. Alright, well, the nuts didn't look right, so what I did is that these switches came with these. The nuts, I don't like the way that they look. So these switches that came with the switches, or these covers, they came with this piece. And I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to do that to the other one. And then I got to put my toggle extensions on and test them out. And that should be fixed. Should be a good permanent fix. So I'll be back one sec. Alright, so here's one stage. Well, there it goes. Here's the other stage. So they work fine. It's cold, so I think the oil's thick is why there's a little bit of delay. Now, unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of a hard time. These are my switch covers, the toggles, but I'm going to have to glue them on for them to be right. They just move too much. These are round, where the other ones had like a blade coming out of them on the switches. So, as you can see here. So I held onto these fine, but they're not holding onto them. So, I'll bond them to those switches. So they'll have to be broken off if I ever have to remove the switches. But hopefully this is a permanent fix, and it'll be good. So, hey guys, I need to put my extensions on the switches that I replaced. So I had to run out. I bought some JB Weld just because it's thick and it's not going to run anywhere and it's going to stay in the switch part. So my plan is to, I forgot to bring sandpaper out, but I have this multi-tool that has a file on it. So I'm going to come over here and rough up the switches with this, so this has something good to bite to, and go from there. So, gonna move you so you can see the switches. So all I'm gonna do is take and file this some, just getting some texture on it. I know you probably can't see very good, but Basically, I'm just filing on the toggles of the switch so I have something to grab to. I did just figure out something that might not be the best for the toggles, is that these could turn inside the sockets. So I might be fighting that a lot. There. That gives it something to bite to. So now I'm going to move you guys back down here. So, I'm going to open up my JB Weld. And I got this little piece of cardboard here. I'm going to squeeze out a little amount. And then do the same amount of the hardener. I believe it's 1-to-1. I better double check that. Yeah, equal parts. It's been a little while since I've used this stuff. Alright. Now, take my Starbucks stir strip from yesterday that I happened to conveniently leave in here, and you gotta mix this stuff, and it's gotta be mixed pretty evenly. Oh, I forgot how bad this stuff smells. Now, doing it this way, if the switches have to come out of there, I'm going to have to break these off of there and the switches will be done. But the switches are pretty cheap, and I think this is the best way to secure them there. Alright, got this mixed up. So now I'm just going to put this down in there. Okay, got that one pretty good. Gonna do the same to this one. Get a paper towel. Got a little bit where I don't want it. Alright. So that looks good. You just gotta let that set up. And then those should be on there good. The next thing what we're gonna do is the horn in the steering wheel hasn't been working, and I actually pulled the relay out a while back. So we're gonna take the steering wheel off and dive in there. I'm just throwing this JB Weld stuff away so I don't get on anything. This also gives me a little time to be in the truck, make sure the switches don't move around. As time goes, they should firm up a little bit. I think it says it sets in 4 to 6 hours and cures in 24. So the horn kind of worked with the old steering wheel that was in this truck. So I think with this one, I believe the leads are too short in there, and I kind of just stuffed them in there and never got back to it. So we're gonna fix it right today though. Oof, really short. Let's see how long the ones. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a little bit of wire out of my toolbox. I'm just gonna make a little jumper to reach that. Alright guys, this is where I keep a lot of tools on my truck. So this is a electrical connector bin. This has, this thing makes tie wraps. It's the clamp type deal. And then I carry a couple other things like that in the compartment. I carry electrical connectors. That seems to be most issues. Some Teflon tape. And then that's my open end wrench drawer. And then I have some sockets and stuff in that drawer. This is my main socket drawer. I lost a bunch of sockets a while ago. Actually, someone grabbed them out of here. So I got some replacing to do. Screwdrivers. I'm gonna add more stuff down here. That's a clutch alignment tool. And then this kind of the miscellaneous catch-all. Socket's too big to fit into the drawers up there. Some pry bars, a scraper, you know, just miscellaneous stuff, Allen wrenches. But this toolbox lets you do a lot on the truck. Most of the stuff in here is stuff that's needed. There's not a whole lot of extra stuff. I do carry in the side compartment here. I carry some 20 volt tools from DeWalt. But yeah, just what I carry on the road with me in case I have an issue. I could fix my stuff myself. So, if you guys have any suggestions or comments about what tools I should carry, or if you see something that I should add, please comment. I'm always looking for somebody else's experience. Alright, I went and grabbed some wire. I always keep a little bit of wire in the truck just in case I have an issue on the road. I'm just one of those people. So I'm going to come in here, grab some connectors. And let's see. Doesn't have to be that long of a jumper, just something so I could plug it in correctly. It's still cold here down in Texas. I think it's 40 degrees today right now, but still colder than my liking. And it's been raining non-stop for 3 days. I move equipment, so when it rains like this, I don't have much work. But it gives me times to do these little things that I've neglected. I like these heat shrink ones, even though it's inside, for the simple fact that there's like a glue inside those fittings. So when it heat shrinks to the wire, it kind of bonds itself. So it just stays on there really well. These ones I got someplace else, and I'm not really liking them. They're not really heat shrinking down. They got a funky end on them. They're supposed to be heat shrink, but they're not really heat shrinking. I think they're just covered ones. I will not buy those again, and I'm going to end up having to replace them because of that. Crimp this a little bit. It's a little bit loose for my liking. Okay, now this has heat shrink on this end, so there we go. I am gonna, for a little added security, I'm gonna take some of this cloth electrical tape. This is the black one, so I'm gonna wrap the black one up top on the ground. A little bit of tape as well. And try to get some tape down where it comes through that steering shaft so it doesn't rub on the wires over time. Alright. Now test it here. It's just the center section of the steering wheel where the horn button is. Use one of the screws just to hold it in place for the testing. Maybe. Okay. Now it works. It's got a city horn. I do need a relay. I'll have to go pick one up. I thought I had an extra one in here, but I don't. So while this is a part like this light here isn't lighting up. So I'm going to see what's wrong with that. I might need a bulb. I don't have a bulb for it. We'll find out shortly. A lot more access with the steering wheel out though. That's not good. The bulb fell out in the light. Let's see if I can grab it. I found the problem. I don't think you could see that, but the tip of the light fell off. So I'm gonna see if I can. I have to find one of those. Well, there we go. I got it working. Now I just got to put the screws back in. And the steering wheel back on, and we're pretty much done. One of my soon-to-be projects is these here. I am gonna take LED ribbon tape and put it behind them so they light up at night so you can read what they are. It's just working in a dash is no fun, but the results afterwards are. One of the things I did do when I got this truck, this used to have a really dark wood grain on it, and this truck's already dark inside being blue, so I put this lighter one on here. And I also added a bunch of gauges too. Most of these gauges, everything but the speedometer and the tach, are VDO gauges. And the story goes on that is I thought they matched pretty close. The only thing is the VDOs, it's hard to see now that it's not super dark in here. But the VDOs, the numbers light up. And these ones they don't. But at night when they're all lit up blue, the needles look the same and they look pretty close. I plan on switching these out at some point with VDOs. I gotta research how I need to change the tach signal and the speedo signal to work with the VDO gauge. For the speedo, I'll probably go GPS gauge, just because it's easy. Alright, that's together. I always like to get this dust ring when I can. It forms around that whole horn button. Can't dust it with it on it. This is annoying. And it, like, not much room under there. I think I got it now. We're gonna find out. Yep, we got it. Gotta find one more bolt. I think I dropped it. Alright, one last thing to do. We're gonna start it and turn it, make sure that it all is working right. Okay, horn's not going off, so I think we're good. One more thing done. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Got a couple things fixed in here that's been nagging me for a while now. Be nice next time I get out on the road. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video to let people know that this is one to watch. Please leave a comment below if you guys got anything, any suggestions or anything that you want to see. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks.